Hello and Happy New Year. And welcome to the first car camp and run of 2022. I hope you all had a great Christmas and a very Happy New Year. It's been 5 long weeks since our last stealth camp. To say I've been hankering for this is an understatement. And for the first stealth camp of this year, I've taken you to St. Margaret's Bay. Now St. Margaret's Bay is somewhere that I've never been to before either, and it sits pretty much to the left of Dover. So one thing I am doing slightly differently this month is that I've actually taken the whole day off as annual leave rather than just a half day. Main reason for this is that it's my mum's birthday tomorrow, and if I go for a run in the morning tomorrow, it's going to make me that much later getting home. The plan will be get there, park up, have a customary coffee, get dressed, then scoot out for a run. Also, in terms of parking for tonight, now I've used good old trusty Park for Night app, and that's given me probably one main car park that I'm looking at. But equally, Park for Night says that this car park is no overnight parking, albeit people park there. I've looked on Google Maps and I've seen potentially somewhere I could park up as well in the same village. I might go to the car park that doesn't cost me nothing, at least while I run, and then when I get back from my run I will scoot over to the other car park and see if there's any other campers there. We are nearly at the free car park. It's called the Patrol Memorial. So I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it should be somewhere down here. I think this is it. No, not quite. Further down, I'm guessing. Okay, so there it is. So although that road said it was a private road and I got slightly lost, this is the Patrol Memorial where the free car park is. So we'll see what it's like when we get there. Wow, that's some potholes there, that is. I tell you what, wait till you see the view. How amazing would this view be for a park up? I think I'm quite inclined to stay here, you know. Tell you what though, I've got the drone with me, and as epic as this would have been for a drone location, it's so windy. I think my little drone will fly off to France. So sadly, no drone today. From here, you can run. I think there's footpaths that go over that way. But the way we're going is this way, along the coast, through Walmer and Deal, and possibly all the way to Sandwich. We'll see how we go. Weather-wise, we should be okay, I think, up until about 2 o'clock. So, but it doesn't look like there's a cloud in sight, to be honest. It looks like it's going to be a lovely afternoon. So, fingers crossed, it stays like this for the whole run. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head back to the car, which is just there, get ready, and head out. Okay, so I've had to set the car up. Yeah, I'm definitely parking here, because look at this. Now that is the best view I've ever had. So I'm very nearly at my planned turnaround point. The plan was to run to Sandwich Bay. It was supposed to be about 9 miles, and I have done 9 miles. I've just seen the sign for Sandwich Bay, but I'm going to carry on running for a little bit more just because I can. This is so nice. I mean, it's so quiet here. I mean, I think this is some kind of private golf course area, but yeah, there's no one. That should be a really nice park up. That's the run all done. I managed the distance I wanted to do, so it was St Margaret's Bay to Sandwich Bay and back, and that was a total of 18 miles. I've got back to the car and I completely stuffed my face with loads of food I had here. So I had a sandwich, a couple of coffees, a bag of crisps. It is weird doing it this way around. I'm so used to getting to the destination, going for a little walk, having dinner, having a snooze, and then go for a run. So it's quite interesting to mix it up this way. And I think, to be honest, when the nights are lighter again, it'll be a lot easier when you get to somewhere and then go for a couple of hours run in the evening, because it stays light for so long at other times of the year. So that'll be quite cool. So in terms of where I am, the only car that was here has now gone, so it literally is here on my own. I'm not sure if I'm going to get moved on from here or not, because where this monument is, it's at the end of a private road. That's why I missed it when I first came round, because it said private road, no entry. But in theory, this isn't part of the private road. This is, I think, a National Trust type car park by a monument. So I'm hoping I'll be okay. And interestingly, on the Google Maps picture, when you go into Street View, you can see all campers parked up here. Fingers crossed, and I hope we have a good one here, because if we do, it's going to be an absolute blinder. What's quite cool as well, although I didn't film it when I got back to the car because you wouldn't be able to see it, is that I can see France from my window, from my back window. It's so clear that you can see all the lights of France across the other side of the English Channel. So it's quite cool. Also, my phone keeps cutting over to the French networks, so I'm hoping France is part of my roaming and I'm not going to get charged money for that, because that would be a bit annoying. So yeah, hopefully in the morning the weather will be clear and I can show you France. And also, because of the way I've parked, even if there's people in the car park in the morning, I might even be able to cook with the boot open. I was planning on doing that this evening. To be honest, it's too cold and I'm freezing from the run. So I want to keep it all shut up in here and try and get the warmth up. Something I've never really explained before is how I choose the destinations that I go to. Now, how I choose them is quite simple, really. I draw, you could say, an imaginary 60-minute radius from where I live, and then I try to travel within that radius. Now, the reason why I went for 60 minutes is, at the end of the day, I kind of don't want to have to drive for hours to get to somewhere. And to be honest, there's so many places that I can do within that 60-minute radius of my home. It's unbelievable. I've got so many coastal towns that I can do. I think, to be honest, that works out well, because if I'm doing a half day at work, then it means I'm going to get to the destination nice and quick. And actually, at the end of the day after, it means I'm going to get home nice and quick too. And I think that's important in the day, because the weekend is family time. So as long as I'm out here doing this, I'm not with the family. So another car's just pulled up. So I've turned all my lights off for the minute. They pulled up next to me. I heard someone get out. I've just heard the door again. I don't want to take my blind down and have a look just yet. This is where I need some kind of little peepholes so I can see out. Might just be a camper. That'd be useful. See if I can have a little peek out the window. She's literally parked right next to me. Literally right next to me. Okay, well, they're not playing any music, and that's what tends to happen, I found, in car parks when people pull up and listen to loud music. I've never had any experience of any dogging type incidents. It's a little bit annoying, so I was just about to cook. Okay, I'm going to have one more look before I turn my lights on and start cooking. Let's see what I can see. Oh, take this cover down. This is the good thing of the little back covers. Oh, it's not a car next to me. What's next to me is a puddle and the moonlight reflecting. It's a motorhome. It's a motorhome that's pulled up. I won't be able to show you it. It's too dark outside. But yeah, there's a motorhome that's parked up about 4 cars down. That's cool. That makes me happy. I am not alone on this cliff top. And there you go. So yeah, I'm all happy now. Lights are back on. I can crack on with food. And actually it is a lot more, I think it's more comforting when you know there's a motorhome next to you, because you know they're here for the same purpose as you. And actually, if this was a weird kind of dogging spot, then if you've got cars parked up, then they're less likely to want to hang around. Funnily enough, they probably think I'm a dogger or something, because why else would a random car be parked on a cliff top by itself in the dark? But yeah, so that's all good. So right, name of the game is now food. It is 7:30 and I need to really eat. So tonight we are going to have some tasty beef curry with naan bread, vegetables and some packet rice. As you can tell by that, we are no longer on keto and we are back to canned food. Hooray! That's it, that's my food all done. Interestingly, one other thing I have bought for the car, specifically for cooking, actually, after last month in Lenham, when I woke up with the monster headache the next day, interestingly, that particular car camp, I actually cooked a proper meal. So I was using the gas stove for a lot longer than normal. And what certainly my family felt and wondered was whether or not my headache was due to the fact I was cooking in here for so much longer than normal. And because of where I was, I couldn't really have my windows down either. So it did raise the question, was it that or not? So to be on the safe side, I finally bought something that, to be fair, someone actually mentioned to me, I think on my very first vlog actually, and that is a carbon monoxide alarm. So I should have really got one ages ago, but I've got one now. Also, I think that's the advantage of when I cook with canned food, is that what I often say is that it does cook up very quick. So the gas is never on that much. Now, ideally, I would have really heated these up, but I can't bothered. So let's just tuck in. Not bad. Not bad. Not as nice as a home cooked, obviously, but hey, we're car camping and this is easy. Of course, the other advantage of having cooked now is that the car is feeling slightly warmer, even though you can still see coldness coming off my breath, which is weird. But yeah, the car was feeling a little bit chilly, It is quite chilly outside. I did take the whole 2 sleeping bags things again just in case, but yeah, we'll see how it goes tonight. So we have changed into more stealth mode. Can you hear the kids? Considering it's cold outside and we're in quite a desolate location, it's a very strange place to hang out. And to be honest, they've been standing outside their car for most of it, and it's bloody freezing out here. And obviously they've got too cold now. They've got in the car and now they're blasting music. It's only 8:30, so hopefully they'll get bored and bugger off. But I definitely can't open that little blind to see them, because I think their lights are pointing at my car, so they will see me. Okay, so this is clearly a hangout for kids, because another one just pulled up to the left of me playing bad music. We turned it off when they parked, and I just heard a third car drive in. So I can't be asked to move, to be honest, so I'm just going to sit here. They seem to be okay. The other ones have turned off their crap music and they're just standing outside talking, and the other car have turned their music off, so obviously they're just hanging out. It's quite cold tonight. I think I've just said that already. My hands are frozen, but I'm definitely sleeping fully clothed again. But then, to be honest, I always do, because you never know when you might have to get up and move in the middle of the night. You never know what's going to happen. I think it's time I should really go to bed. It is 12:15 and I've just been sitting here playing about on my phone for the past hour or so. The other car is still here, so whether or not it's some lads stealth camping in a car together, but it sounded like about 4 of them, so we'll see what it is next to me when I wake up, see if they're still there. It is bloody cold. This is definitely the coldest I've experienced so far on a car camp, so I'm going to be hiding in the sleeping bag. But yeah, anyway, I need to go sleep, so I will see you all in the morning. So, good morning. It is now 10:15 and I can officially say that was the best night's car camp sleep I've ever had. Once my little neighbour friends had quieted down and gone, then I went off like a light at 12:30, to be honest. And another car did rock up at 12:30, but they weren't making any noise and they've actually stayed the night by the looks of it. But I went straight off, woke up once during the night at 4:30. That was when you're glad you have a porta potty, when it's chucking it outside, and a porta potty just makes life so easy. My other neighbours, they did turn out to be car campers too, so they didn't wake up until 7:30. They've had their music on a little bit since then. I'm really glad I did do the run yesterday, because it's essentially just been raining all day so far, and it's still raining now. Not as bad, but you can still hear it. So yeah, let's get on. Let's make some breakfast, or coffee first. Well, I think it's fairly safe to say I won't be cooking with the windows open, or the boot open, as I had planned on doing. I thought it would have been quite nice. It's still chucking it down. Because I'm not normally here for breakfast, I thought I would do something in the car I've not done before, and that's make a trusty fried egg. The idea was to have a double mushroom fried egg omelette thingy, but in shooting that last scene you just saw, I actually sat on one of the eggs that was strategically placed to be used. So it'll be a slightly smaller omelette now, which is a bit annoying, but hey ho. And there you have it. My first ever carp omelette. Amazingly, it tastes just like omelette. That's my last coffee made for us to go off. So I'm going to drink this and then I'm going to sort the car out. I'll have to see if I can sneakily show you my friend from last night. Since I've done nothing but talk about them for most of this car camp. And that's them. Little car. You can see the channel at least. Definitely can't see France though. So interestingly, there is a trail route here. I'll have to explore to see what this is and where it goes. I'm going to go not going too far up here. I've not got my trail shoes on. But yeah, not bad because it's on your doorstep. There you go. So it's a National Trust site, Bockel Hill. And certainly where I was yesterday, there was another National Trust place, and the thing behind me is I think Lee Hill. So yeah, this is somewhere I'm definitely coming back to, that's for sure. I'll come back this way because less chance of falling over. And then of course I can cunningly show you the rather nice camper van, which was one of my neighbours for last night. It's fairly nice, isn't it? It's what we call a proper camper van. Proper RV anyway. No idea what I'm doing next month yet or where, and no doubt I'll be putting up more shorts and TikToks and whatever. I've got a couple of other videos to shoot as well in the meantime. I've got the other part of that best 5 that I can do, and there's another video I said I'd do a couple of months ago. I still haven't done it, which is basically everything I use to film, how I edit and how I put it all together. So I still need to do those 2 videos as well, so they'll hopefully come out over the next couple of weeks. And yeah, other than that, I will leave you with this lovely view one last time. I won't go too near the end of the cliff so I don't fall off. But there you go. Let's say goodbye to St. Margaret's Bay. That's it. That's me all done. I'm all packed up and I'm ready to go home. I hope you've enjoyed this month's car camp. I've enjoyed it. It's been quite fun actually. It's been fun with the noisy neighbours, but in the grand scheme of things they weren't actually that bad, to be fair. But it's just been a really nice park up. It's a really nice place, and one where I definitely am coming back to. The fact I've just found that trail route over there, I'm going to explore that on the internet and see how long it is and where it goes. And in the day I could also run the other way back towards Dover, or actually the actual White Cliffs of Dover. And the car park itself was really nice. So all in all, it's a definite place to come back to at some point. But on that note, I really need to go. So until next time, take care. Farewell, my noisy friend. Farewell.